Thank you all for coming. My name is Gillette. I'm the president of the Friends of Historic Hamtramck Stadium, which is a nonprofit that we formed 2 years ago to raise money to renovate the historic ballpark that's just over here. We're going to have a short program, but we're going to have 11 or 12 speakers. I've asked everyone to keep it to 1 minute, and I trust that all will, so that we will get the program wrapped in about 25-30 minutes, and then people are free to stroll over the stadium, take pictures, whatever. In the meantime, during the speakers, we're going to unveil the marker here, and I think that's about it. Again, I remind people that there are bottles of water if you're thirsty, and I'm going to introduce as many of the guests I can find. I see there are people here I didn't expect. Okay, so first I want to introduce Mark Appleman of SABRE, the Executive Director of the Society for American Baseball Research, who is here. He's in town for the annual Jerry Malloy Negro League Conference, which is unique. It is the only conference devoted to historical Negro League research and scholarship in the country. It's in Detroit for the first time. It is the 17th annual, right? 17th annual. It's something that's happening starting today, really tonight, at the Marriott Courtyard downtown. I want to thank the board members for the Friends of Historic Hamtramck Stadium, all of which will be up here sooner or later, one way or another. Let me see if I can find them all. We have Rebecca Bino-Savage, who's going to stand up. Rebecca, who is our preservation expert, and without which we wouldn't have gotten this on the National Register of Historic Places. We have Tom Nichai, the superintendent of the Hamtramck Public Schools, who has wrangled most of the gear you see around here and made this possible. We have, where did Ian go? Oh, we have Ian Parada. Ran for city council, but was fortunate enough not to make it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, where else? Ray Skinars, where's Ray? Oh, Ray Skinars, back there, who played on one of the teams at Hamtramck Stadium that went to the Cold League World Series in 1962. Hard to imagine Ray played in 62. And we have Tom Habits over here in the Stars cap, who was another one of our board members. And our newest board member, where's Ron? There he is. Ron Teasley, an authentic Negro Leaguer. God knows there are too few of them left now, who played, he told me, what, one game here? One game here. Two games here, which is amazing. And Ron just joined our board. He's a local legend from playing at Wayne State, playing in the Negro Leagues, playing in the minor leagues, and coaching at Northwestern High School for 20 years. Okay. We also want to thank the Piast Institute of Hamtramck, who is our fiduciary and our mentor and our all-around savior. And I don't see Virginia here. Is Virginia here? Or Ted? No. So Virginia Skinars and Ted Radulowski, our friends and patrons. We also want to acknowledge our debt to Comerica Bank, who donated the money for the marker here. The state of Michigan approves it, but we pay for it. Actually, Comerica Bank paid for it, and for the installation of the marker, and has been a great help to us throughout the whole planning process for this event. So you should stand up, right? This is Linda Forte, Vice President for Diversity at Comerica Bank. I also have regrets from Senators Levin and Stabenow and Representative Gary Peters, who were not able to attend today, and also from, unless he got here and I didn't see it, PLAV Post 10 Commander Marty Kamisic. I knew I was going to screw up something. And from the Detroit Tigers, who of course are playing at Comerica Park unless the game ended early, Elaine Lewis, VP, said that they would not be able to attend because of the schedule conflict. I told her that we would not ordinarily have scheduled the event with the Tigers game at the same time, but this was the time to get the Jerry Malloy scholars and attendees here, so we wanted this window. Okay, so at this point I'm going to introduce Titus Walters, President of the Hamtramck School Board and City Council member, and he's going to give you an official welcome to Hamtramck.
Good evening. On behalf of the Hamtramck Board of Education, the Hamtramck City Council, Mayor Karen Majewski, and the community as a whole, I would like to welcome each and every one of you to Hamtramck. This is truly a nation. Hamtramck is rich with history. It started with our Polish immigrants and the European immigrants back in the day. Then somewhere in the 70s, we had Albanians, Yugoslavians, and now we have our Bangladeshi brothers, Yemeni brothers and sisters. This is such a beautiful, beautiful city, and we're truly a nation. And even the good Lord has blessed us with some good weather today. Thank you all for coming.
So now we're going to introduce Jack Dempsey. Where did Jack go? There he is, Jack Dempsey, the president of the Michigan Historical Commission, who approved the sign and the marker, was gracious enough to let me make 75 edits or something like that, and let me work back and forth to get what is truly a really great historical marker.
It's a pleasure to be here on Pure Michigan Day and to speak on behalf of 10 million Michiganders, the state of Michigan, the governor, Department of Natural Resources, Michigan Historical Commission, and the Michigan Historical Center. We can all take pride that almost 60 years ago the state decided to have this historical marker program. We now have over 1,700 of these all around Michigan and in some other places. And we can be proud that, as with this one, these signs help us confront our history, both its grandeur and also when it's not so grand. But we can help make it grand, and that's what this day is all about. You probably heard the ancient proverb that if you want to go quickly, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. And today we are celebrating that this signpost helps us go farther together. We can all take pride in this sign, in this marker, in this community, in this gathering. So on behalf of Michigan, I congratulate you all. Thank you very much for helping us commemorate our history here today.
Thank you, Jack. Hang on. Like a box of Cracker Jacks, everyone gets a prize. So.
No, seriously, these are really great caps. I'm glad that the Malloy Conference.
The Malloy Conference donated the caps for us to give away, and I'm grateful for that.
So next we have
Linda Forte, Chief Diversity Officer, Vice President of America Bank, and essentially our patron for making this event possible.
Thanks so much, Gary. Well, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
As Chief Diversity Officer of America Bank, it's a pleasure to be here today. Today's dedication of this historic marker is truly very, very special. Comerica is a longtime sponsor of the Negro Leagues weekend at Comerica Park. And we've been thrilled to support the Detroit Tigers' efforts to celebrate the contributions of the Negro Leagues for the game of baseball for many years. Congratulations and thanks to the Friends of Historic Hamtramck Stadium for your hard work and your commitment in securing a historical designation for this important place in African American history in Hamtramck and in Detroit. Comerica Bank was founded just a few miles from here almost 165 years ago. And much like Hamtramck Stadium, our bank has played a significant role in the history of the region. We hope that today's unveiling of this historic marker helps preserve the history of Hamtramck Stadium and inspires others to support Friends of Historic Hamtramck Stadium and their efforts to ensure that this ballpark will be enjoyed by generations to come. As one of only a few remaining Negro League ballparks Hamtramck Stadium is an important reminder of African American history, and consequently American history, not only here in Hamtramck and Detroit, but across the country. It's about more than just baseball. It's a constant reminder of the perseverance of Turkey Stearns and other black athletes and just how far we've come today. So if you have a chance, take a walk over to the stadium, take in the views of the grandstand, the murals, stand on the pitcher's mound where so many of the baseball greats once stood, and always remember and cherish the tremendous history that surrounds you. Thank you.
Well, I just gave a vice president for Comerica Bank a cap with the Comerica Bank logo on it. That's the way we do things here. We get free stuff from other people and give it to people. Okay, so now we're going to do the unveiling of the marker here, and we're going to have Titus Walters representing the city of Hamtramck and Linda Forte representing Comerica Bank, who funded it, do the ceremonial pulling off of the veil, which is blown off 3 times already.
Hey, please sit down, sir.
Okay, now we're going to proceed with the best part of the program, our elected representatives. So we have here Michigan State Senator Bert Johnson and Michigan State Representative Rosemary Robinson, and they're going to share the podium to say something. Actually, I don't know what they're going to say. So thanks very much.
Press the button. Press the button.
Okay, greetings. Greetings from the state of Michigan and from your state senator, Bert Johnson, and from me, Rosemary Robinson. Every day, I learn something new about the city of Hamtramck and the generous spirit of the people of Hamtramck. When the Negro League in Detroit were playing at Mack Park, it burnt down, and the city of Hamtramck opened its arms to the Negro League and allowed them to build this beautiful Hamtramck, the historic, what we call Hamtramck Stadium. So much pride and so much history in this little space over here. The greats of the Negro League played here, Satchel Paige, and even Ty Cobb came and opened up the game through the first bowl out in 1930. At this park. And I'm just so proud to be here with you today. And the state of Michigan, we have prepared a tribute to you and to the people of Hamtramck about your great contribution to Negro League baseball. Thank you.
Is it not a good day to be here? Yes. A great day to be here. So much can be said about the contribution of not just Negro League baseball players, but for what they've done for humanity. And I can think of no greater place to really celebrate this diversity and this openness and this willingness to see all people thrive at the same time in the city of Hamtramck. Because frankly, we're one of those gateways to the world. And so I'm very proud to be here with you today. I won't take the time to read what my esteemed colleague is presenting, but I will say this. The better we are together, we can teach this community about what it is to really get ahead. So my hat is off to all of those who played, the ancestors in front of us, those who will come behind us. And I think this marker stands as a testament to what we intend to do to keep this community relevant. So thank you, God bless you all.
So we have a resolution of tribute from Ms. Robinson, 4th District. Hold it up here, and so you can all read it very quickly, and then we're going to What she doesn't know is that I used to be one of the pages who had to frame these things, and we hated doing it. We had to frame them and put the seals on and cut the little ribbons and make sure they were lined up or they could sit back to us to do over, and we hated it. Okay, next we have Martha Scott, Wayne County Commissioner. Would you like to say something?
First of all, I'm sorry I'm running late. It's a busy day for me. But good evening, everyone. Good evening. This is a wonderful, wonderful pleasure. So I am so glad that they're being recognized. This baseball stadium, thank you all. I think, is anyone still around that was in the baseball league back then? All right, wonderful. Well, good to see you. God bless you. Having that kind of stamina to just keep going. So God bless you, and I thank you for your service, and I thank Hamtramck for honoring you today, because it is wonderful to have a plaque in honor. Long time coming, but it's here, and that's great. So God bless you, and I thank you for allowing me to. He reminded me early that I couldn't talk too long because he know I talks a lot.
Actually, I did not know that because I have not met her. But I did say, because of the number of speakers, you're limited to a minute. She says, you shouldn't invite a politician to speak and tell her that. Thank you. Hang on for a second. We'll give you your free press. Okay, next on the agenda we have Dick Clark, who is a Negro Leagues historian, co-chair of the SABR Negro Leagues Committee, which is mostly responsible for the bulk of the scholarship in the field, not all of it. An expert on turkey Stearns, and I'm going to let him come up and say something and introduce the members of the Stearns family who are here and grace us with their presence.
Thank you very much
Press
for
the button.
the honor of being
Turn
here
it on.
today.
Closer.
Turn it on.
Closer.
Great occasion.
Closer.
Not working?
Close and press the
A little
button.
closer, I'm sorry. All right. But any day that you can spend with the Stearns family is also very, very much enjoyable. Joyce and Rosalind and Vanessa and my lady, Nettie. And so I would just like to say that I'm glad that they could all make this too, and a great honor for Turkey Stearns and the Detroit Stars at Hamtramck Stadium. Thank you.
Dick has his own cap, so he's not going to get another. So now we're going to come to the very special part of the program and introduce the Stearns family. It is just so amazing we can have a direct connection to one of the greatest players of all time, black or white, one of the greatest home run hitters of all time, and a guy whose legend grows today, but is still probably 1/10 of what it should be in terms of public recognition. However, he is finally, way too late, in the Hall of Fame where he belongs, and hopefully soon we'll be able to see kids playing on the field where he was the best player to play on that field as a Detroit Star. So I'm going to introduce you, so we have here, Miss Nettie Stearns, Turkey's widow, who is amazingly here and we have her and Turkey's two daughters, Joyce and Rosalind. Would you please stand up? And Vanessa, would you like to stand up? We have Vanessa. Would any of you or all of you like to say a word? That's right.
Testing. On July 3rd, I met some photographers from the Detroit Free Press at Hamtramck Stadium, and during the interview, I sat on the bleachers, and then we walked around, and I saw this magnificent mural adorning the walls that had my father's name on it, and no one knew who painted it. After reading the article on July 3rd, my daughter Vanessa was contacted by a friend who gave her the name of the group and the telephone number of one of the artists, Eliana Gershon. I had the pleasure of speaking with Eliana the other night. She now resides in Texas, and she said the group, which is called Summer in the City, had approximately 120 people who helped paint the mural. Eliana said that after researching the stadium and my father's compelling story, she thought, who was better to put on a mural than the star of the Detroit Stars? What an honor for my family and my father. I want to commend the efforts of Gary Gillette on convincing city officials in Hamtramck to preserve the stadium. I'd like to thank Comerica Park, all of the persons responsible, and the historical commissions who made this spectacular day possible. The ball players who played in the Negro League and in Hamtramck Stadium had exceptional students, and they should have been afforded the opportunity to play in the major leagues in a stadium that holds 40,000 cheering fans. Today is a glorious day, and every day that God gives you should be celebrated. Celebrate life, your family, your friends, baseball, and whatever it is that you love. My mom, who's 95 years old and with us today, is thankful for this dedication of the marker, looking forward to the renovation of Hamtramck Stadium, and our family hopes it will bear the name of Norman Turkey Stearns as a reminder to all people of one of the greatest ball players to play in Hamtramck Stadium. Thank you.
My mom. And I just want to add, my sister said everything that we could possibly say. And in addition to that, I would like to say we would like the legacy to continue, and they're doing this in Hamtramck, like to keep the stadium alive. And we ask for you to please donate your time, your services, to make sure that this stadium stays as a reminder of the great Negro League ball players and what their efforts accomplished, because they're a major part of our history that is not being told the way it should. And since we're all educators in my family and I'm a musician, one of the things we need to do is just educate our young people and the rest of the world about history so that they will know what the truth is and be happy and proud to be a part of that historical event. And for Hamtramck, all the people that made this happen, thank you so very much.
Now we get to the part of the program that I deliberately scheduled these speakers for last because I figured everyone will stay for the players. And the historians and the politicians, people, yeah, you know, we've seen this before. In any case, we have three special guests who are players. Ike Blessed, who's going to be next, who played for the Detroit Tigers in 1972 and starred at Hamtramck High School in multiple sports. Ike, how many sports did you letter in at Hamtramck High School? 4, right. As typical of most ball players of those days, they excelled in every sport and played all sports. They weren't prohibited from playing other sports besides baseball. So I'm going to let Ike come up and say something. Ike played here as a prep star.
Good afternoon. Special thanks for you gentlemen and ladies that came from out of state for this event. First of all, I just want to tell you, man, it's beautiful to come home. See this, the field I used to play on, everything. I'm just tell you a little something about it. In 1962, I played there, won the championship for Hamtramck Tigers. My dad asked what I wanted to do. I told him, one day, Dad, I will be with the Tigers. And 10 years later, in 1972, I played on the championship team with the Tigers. So don't never say a dream cannot come true. And it came true for me here in Hamtramck. And I'm going to leave you with two names they used to call me, Ike Blessed and Ike Blessed. Y'all have a good time.
next we're going to have Alan Shulgin, a member of the school board, and who I've been told played on both the 59 Little League World Series team and the 61 Pony League World Series team, and then I was also told today that I was wrong, so I'm going to let him clarify that.
1961 World Series.
Closer.
The stadium is not just the stadium, it's also the diamond in front of it. The players didn't go in the stands, they played on the field, but I'm proud to be able to say that I played on that same field. Detroit had Navy Field, Brick Stadium, and the old Tiger Stadium. It's a jewel lost when they demolished it. Because of the efforts of all involved with the stadium has become our jewel. It's not just a big diamond anymore, it's our precious diamond. Thank you.
Okay, so our last speaker besides me, because I get to speak at the end again, is Ron Teasley, who is, like Turkey Stearns, a big-time Negro Leaguer. Played in 1948 for the New York Cubans, the year after they won the Negro World Series. Played at Wayne State. He said every record in the book, and they're still there. I haven't checked. And he coached for 20 years at Northwestern High School in Detroit, and is truly a Detroit area legend.
Close.
I came to this park over 80 years ago. My father brought me here. He was a great fan of Turkey Stearns and the Detroit Stars. And although I can't hardly remember what happened yesterday, I can remember coming out here as a kid and seeing the great joy that emanated among all the fans who attended the game. They really appreciated this stadium because they were not welcomed as much down at the other stadium, but they were welcomed here. And I'll never forget that. Also, I'd like to say that I think I speak on behalf of a couple of former Detroit Stars players, Andy Love and Charles Redhouse, who were my teammates on the sidelines here. And also, I'd like to say that I attest to the fact that Turkey was a great player because I had a chance to play in a game with him in Toledo, and I can remember on one particular play, and he had to be in the twilight of his career. He scored from first base on a single, and I've got it documented too as well, and I'll bring it to the program tomorrow. But it was a hit and run play, of course, and also I had a chance to be a roommate of his on a trip down to the south and in New Orleans. So great to be here, and again, I just want to thank the committee for preserving this great stadium. Thank you.
Cap, but it's a cool cap. Anyway, and what Ron was talking about with Turkey, if that was with Toledo, Ron, in the United States League, Turkey would have been in his mid-40s, maybe late 43 or 44. So that's just amazing. So if you can bear with me for another 75 seconds, I've got a few remarks that I wanted to make. It is only one page, it's 3 copies in case 2 of them blew away, so don't be afraid. Hamtramck Stadium is an open-air time capsule hiding in plain sight in Veterans Park. Instead of containing articles and artifacts, however, the historic grandstand is home to something far more precious. The commingled spirits of Negro Leaguers and the youth of Hamtramck and Detroit, both black and white, who joyfully played baseball for decades on this emerald diamond. Home to the Detroit Stars and Detroit Wolves, Hamtramck Stadium hosted 4 major Negro Leagues in the 1930s. It also witnessed high school and semi-pro baseball, prep and college football, boxing, and other sporting events before being acquired by the city and renovated in 1941. For a half century afterward, it was the site of countless amateur ball games before being mothballed in the 1990s. This was once a field of dreams for children playing the great American game. Hamtramck's open-air Times capsule remains a hidden gem, home to the spirits of Hall of Famers like Turkey Stearns and to unheralded American Legion teenage ball players alike. Hamtramck Stadium waits to be rediscovered and polished until it sparkles anew with the sights and sounds of kids of many races and ethnicities playing sports of all sorts. Thank you very much for attending. Please feel free to take photos, and please stroll over to the ballpark to take a look. And also go to our website, www.hamtramckstadium.org. Check that out. You can also donate if you feel so inclined, or check out our Facebook page, which has more information about it. Thanks again. Take it. Goodbye.